In a kingdom far, far away, there once lived Snow White. One day, she learned that her voice had a special power. Any gnome who heard Snow White's song would turn into a slave. So began the enslavement and exploitation of the free gnomish folk. Everyone wanted to use cheap labor that were Snow White's gnomes. So the king issued special decree number 628 that ordered to capture all gnomes and send them to Gnome Tomino for re-education. The ancient prison received a new name, the Gnome Tomino Gnome Correction Center, or the GGCC. Breaking news! A group of gnomes have fled from Gnome Tomino, and this is the Union of Gnomes. Hello everyone, I'm Evie Greenbottle, and I'm so excited to show you this brand new roguelike deck builder. This game has just come out in the last week or so at time of this video releasing, and it is absolutely wonderful. Probably one of the best deck builders I have played since maybe even Slay the Spire. It has been phenomenal so far. In this game, we are playing as a band of gnomes. No, not that kind of band. A resistance of gnomes who are trying to save the other gnomes in the land from the evil king and Snow White. We're going to be starting in the resistance camp, and we're going to be traveling to somewhere near the resistance camp as we go around and search for lost gnomes or gnomes that need helping. And as we go through, we're going to be able to unlock other gnomes as we rescue them, finding some loot along the way and moving around the map. Now in a battle, we get to have 10 gnomes with us. We have to start off with the gnomes that have come with the beginning of the game. Let's jump right into a battle so you can see how this one works. All right, and here we have a fairly familiar map. You may recognize this style of map because this is a very common roguelike deck builder kind of map. Now we're gonna start off, we've got some easy battles along here, so fewer enemies, fewer loot, but also less risk, and we'll get some different things from it. There are also things like loot along the way. We could find normal battles, we can find hideouts where there are places where we can buy wieners, which I'll explain in a minute, and meeting points where we can hire some local gnome gorillas if we have enough coin. We can also find difficult battles and quests along the way. Now, as we move across the map, if I want to head to this battle, the gnomes in our party, they need to eat, and they each have an amount that they need to eat every time they travel across the map. If we run out of wieners, they're going to be too exhausted to fight for us, so we need to keep an eye on how many wieners we have. We start off with 100 and also 100 coins. Let's travel towards this first battle. All right, in this, it's like very classic roguelike deck builder style. We are on this side. We've got our enemy over here. This particular enemy, he is going to be doing some different things. Though the cook, he's been a cook for ages. He can make soup out of everything that moves. Better not ask what he needs gnomes for. Now, he can apply drunk to all allies and self. He can also do some healing. He can do some damaging, adding strength. Drunk means he's more likely to hit a critical, but it also means he has a chance of missing completely. Now over here, we've got 3 mana, and some of our gnomes to play them, in fact, all of the ones in this particular draw require mana to play, and we only have 3 mana per turn. We need to be doing 28 damage towards our cook. So we've got a guardsman who gives 6 armor. We've got 2 slingshot guys. They deal 7 damage. If crits, it applies 2 times poison. At least I think that's supposed to say applies. And we've got a spotter who will make sure that our next ranged attack is in fact a crit. And we've also got an arrowsmith, so he selects and discards 1 gnome, but he gives us 3 times strength. Now I think let's get 3 times strength. We'll discard the spotter this time. Now we can do 10 damage with this slingshot and 10 damage with this slingshot. We didn't need the armor this time because of course he wasn't planning on doing any damage. He's just applying the drunk, and we are now out of mana, so we can end our turn. All right, so he has applied drunk times 3 on himself, which means he does have a chance of now missing. So characters with drunk have a 50% chance to deal critical damage and a 50% chance to miss. And that's gonna last 3 turns. Now we've got a new draw of our gnomes. We've got a mana lad, so he gives 1 mana. We only restored 1 mana after that turn had ended. So we do have 2 of these mana lads who will each give us 1 mana. We can't afford the machine gun then because currently we don't have the 2 mana cost, but he would deal 8 damage 2 times, which would be enough to finish this guy off. We've also got the guardsman who will do 6 damage, or we've got Nombo here, and he deals 8 damage if target has armor. Then he would also give the hero 1 dodge. Now we only need to deal 8 damage, so let's just do that. And we have successfully finished this battle. We get to take all of our loot, some experience points and some coins. And we get to add a gnome to our squad. We've got Speedy, who deals 6 damage, and he draws 1 card. We've got Rebel, who deals 5 damage and gives strength ×2 to the hero, but discards a random gnome. And we've got Flag Gnome, who selects and draws 1 gnome from the wagon. Now you'll notice that each of these have a wiener requirement. That's going to be how much they're going to cost to travel. Currently, our group costs 20 to travel, so either we're going to go up to being 24 or 25. Now, if we don't want to take a gnome, it actually costs us money to reject them. I think though, let's go for Speedy, because sometimes when I've played this before, I have run out of cards in my hand, so having someone who's going to draw us a card could be really helpful. All right, back on the map, we only have 1 spot to go, and that's to get some loot. So let's travel there. Now costs us 24 to travel. We're down to just 56 remaining wieners. Your team discovers a hefty chest, but don't know what's inside. The gnomes need you such a chance. Open it, open it. So let's open it, and we found 100 coins and a mushroom. The chest sprang open with a click, revealing a wealth of gold. The gnomes quickly filled their pockets, but gifted you most of the coins. That's nice. All right, and now we're gonna go on to a hideout, and here we can restore health, we can buy wieners, and we can train the gnomes in our squad for coins. So let's travel there. It's gonna cost us 24, which brings us down to just 32 wieners. But here we can spend 25 coins to buy 30 wieners. We can restore health if we had lost any, but we're still full health, or we can train our gnomes. And if we go into the train our gnomes, they can get some pretty good upgrades. So for example, the machine gun could go from dealing 6 damage 2 times to dealing 8 damage 2 times. Or the slingshot, instead of dealing 7 and applying poison twice, it could deal 9 and apply poison 3 times. The mana ones would said if giving 1 mana, it would give 2 mana. So I think I'm going to level up one of our mana guys. But now the next time I want to level up, it does double the cost. Can we just go back for a second? We need to buy some wieners to make sure we can keep going. At 62, 92, let's see, I think maybe 92 could be enough. Then let's spend the rest of our coins training the gnomes. I think leveling up our slingshot guy, or the spotter, because then he would give 2 times spotter, and spotter means make sure that the next ranged attack will deal a critical hit. And of course that would be applying poison then. I think the slingshot. The next one is 75, so we can actually level up just 1 more. Let's go for the spotter. Oh, the spotter, is that the right choice? Let's go for the spotter ×2. We are now out of coins. We've got just 9 coins. We don't need to do any healing. We can't buy anything else. So we'll head back to the map. All right, we're now heading into a normal battle for 24 wieners. So we continue to walk along here. All right, and this time we have 2 enemies. We've got a yokel and the cook. So the yokel, he could use a living gnome. A dead one will do 2. He's gonna do between 3 and 5 damage. He's gonna get bonus damage +1 every 3 turns, and he may receive armor. All right, now when we have ranged attacks, we're gonna be able to apply those to either guy. If it's a melee attack, we're only gonna be able to fight the front person. I think let's start off using Speedy here. And we got another mana lad. Let's use our slingshot and possibly another slingshot. Now we could use this mana lad, and then we could play the machine gun as well. We could do the machine gun on the second guy, or we could do it on the first guy. If we do it on the first guy, I suppose I did this probably out of order, because now the first guy's dead, which means we don't have to worry about taking damage, which is good because we don't have any shield. Let's play the mana lad because it doesn't cost anything, and we don't always restore very much, just to make sure we have some mana for next turn. Now he's applied ×3 junk to himself, and yeah, we only restored 1. We didn't draw any mana cards this time. And we've got the spotter ×2. However, we don't have any ranged attacks this time. We could do, if we select and discard 1 of the armor guys, we get ×3 strength. That means we're gonna do more damage over here with this guy. And then maybe we do play some armor because he's planning on attacking for 4. And that's the end of our turn. Now let's see in the enemy's turn. He did manage to hit us. He hit us for a crit, so it did take 2 of our life off. Ouch. All right, we could do, let's play the mana lad to start. Let's do gives 2 times spotter, because that means our slingshot is going to do a critical hit here. And it actually killed him in 1, so that was very, very lucky. We could take all of our loot and move on back to the map. Oh, wait, before we move on back to the map, we need to choose another gnome to add to our squad. We've got the weaponsmith, he gives 2 times strength. We've got Cheney, who deals 7 damage, adds chained to the wagon, which is a curse. It's unplayable, and it's removed at the end of the turn. Or we've got the bartender, draws 2 gnomes and applies drunk to the hero. I think let's go for the weaponsmith. All right, back on the map, we're going to an easy battle up here, and then we'll have a decision to make after that. 28 more sausages to get here, though. And this time we're fighting a goat. Goats and sheep are particularly responsive to Snow White's song for some reason, even when they hear it from far away. They are very dangerous to armored gnomes because they're going to be applying strength to themselves and destroys heroes' armor during their attacks. So if any armor we have, they're going to get rid of it so we don't get to carry it over to the next turn. Let's start off with the spotter, which is going to give us spotter ×2. Then if we play the machine gun, it is a ranged attack, so we should be critting with this. Deals 6 damage 2 times. So we actually did 12 damage 2 times. So brought him down to this 13 health left. That gives ourselves the 2 mana. Let's play a slingshot. And that's actually going to be enough to finish him off. That was easy peasy. Take all the loot and let's see what gnome we can add this time. Now, every time we add a gnome, it is costing us more wieners. And we are down to just 40, which is a bit scary. Right, we've got the slingshot sniper though. Deals 7 damage, 50% chance to crit. That seems pretty good. The barkeep heals 6 HP, but he applies the drunk, or a sedative. Applies immune to all enemies. What's immune? All target with the immune effect loses all buffs and debuffs and cannot gain new ones as long as immune lasts. So they wouldn't be able to get any new buffs or debuffs. I think we're gonna go for the slingshot sniper though. All right, looking at the map now. In the future here, we've got a difficult battle on one side and a normal battle on the other side. Both ways, though, we could get to the hideout to buy some wieners. This side though, there is some loot over here, which could be some really good things depending on what it is. A bottle of cider could replenish our hero's health and the squad supplies. A cage, we'd find more fighters for our squad. A stone gnome would give us experience, and a chest has a pile of coins. So we might want to go towards this way. Don't think we want 2 difficult battles in a row. If we go over to the meeting point, we might be able to buy some gnome gorillas, but if we have enough coins, we only have 48 coins, or we could go to the story here. Oh, it's tricky. I mean, either way, that's if I travel anywhere, it's going to cost us 31. We're going to end up running out of supplies here. I'm not sure if we want to be hitting these difficult battles or just avoiding the difficult battles. I think we're going to avoid the difficult battles. Let's go to the quest spot. But now we only have 9 remaining wieners. All right, your squad is creeping through the brush past a butcher shop. You spy a chain of sausages next to the entrance, but there's a pack of dogs sleeping underneath it. There's a cook napping on the porch. Do you dare steal the sausages? I think success rate 70%, let's steal them. You and several of your fighters clamber onto your comrade's shoulders and deftly pluck the sausages from the crossbar. One of the sausages dangles tantalizingly in front of the dog's nose. Pick up one sausage. The dog's eyes open as you pick up the sausage, growling and barking ferociously. It wakes up its companion and the owner. It's time to fight. So we're heading into battle now. Was the risk worth it? We'll have to find out. We've now got to fight 2 dogs and 1 cook. Now we haven't had any problems fighting the cook, so let's just hope that that continues to be true. All right, looking at our gnomes here though, we've got something that we can give ourselves 2 strength. We've also got some slingshot. We can get some armor as well because they are going to be doing damage. We can get 3 strength, the arrowsmith. We'd have to discard a card to do that. Let's get the weaponsmith to give us 2 strength. Let's use the armor and then deal 8 damage and draw a card. We might be able to, if we do this, we might get a mana card and then we'd be able to do more. We did not get a mana card. Okay, so that did not very much. I mean, it did hurt him, so there's at least that. They're going to be applying weak to us, I believe, though. Yeah, weak ×1, which is weak ×2 now. We did get a mana lad, though. He will give us 2 mana, so let's play him first. We are going to be doing less damage now. Let's also grab some more armor, because they all plan on doing damage this time. That brings us up to 8 armor, which is not quite enough to cover the damage that they're planning on doing. Let's play the slingshot. Oh, they all have the drunk buff now, so they have a chance of missing, but they have a chance of also doing double the damage, which is not great, admittedly. All right, slingshot, and then we'll play the nombo, and then we'll play the mana lad for next turn, and we'll end our turn there. We have healed with that as well. Okay, so he's missed, he's done a crit, and he's missed. So yeah, the drunk can be really good because it can give them crits, but it can also make them miss. All right, I think we're gonna go for spotter so that our ranged attacks are gonna be critting. Let's throw, oh, he plans on healing for 8 and doing 2 more drunk. Let's play the arrowsmith and discard the slingshot. Oh no, who am I gonna discard? Discard the machine gun guy, because that's given us some 3 strength, which hopefully will help combat these like weak that we have. Not quite enough. Let's play speedy, because then we get to draw a card and hopefully it's something really helpful. It might be a good idea to get rid of this 1 dog. Let's do that. Ah, no, okay, so it didn't give us anything to give us more mana. So that's the end of our turn. We've only got 2 armor. He's hitting for a critical. He's healing himself, which is fine actually, because he hadn't taken any damage yet. Right, we only have 1 mana, so let's restore another one. Let's apply do our slingshot. It does 11 damage. I think it's going to be important to kill the cook fairly quickly, so let's do that. Add poison. It did a crit, so he's down to just 11 remaining health. Let's play the slingshot sniper. He's got a 50% chance to crit, which he did, so we've gotten rid of the cook. Just one dog left. So let's send out Nombo there. And now we've got 8 health remaining, but he's going to get his turn. We don't have any armor. He has applied another weak to us. Right. Mana, slingshot, and we'll have to do our machine gun, which will be enough to kill him, so we've managed to do it. Now, do we get the sausages as a reward? Yes, 100. It wasn't possible to quietly steal the sausages. On the bright side, you didn't suffer any wounds, and you have sausages. You and your band march on. All right, good. So we're back up to 109 sausages, so we can get a bit further on. We'll have to go to this normal battle next. It's 31 sausages to travel there. All right, we've got a dog and a yokel again. For full mana, we're going to need to do some armor. Let's give ourselves some strength, which means we'll have to sacrifice some armor, I think. And we can deal 10 damage. If it crits, it'll also apply poison. Let's do that to the dog. If this crits, it should kill him. It didn't crit though. So he's got 7 health left. Let's give ourselves the mana and end the turn. Ow, we're taking a bit of damage there. All right, our turn again. We've got full mana at the moment. Let's use our slingshot sniper. He has a chance to crit. Actually, no, let's do speedy first. Oh, we can give ourselves 2 times strength. Or let's play the machine gun. That brings him down to 9. Give ourselves 1 more mana. We can play Nombo, which gives him down to 1, and we can finish him off just like that. All right, we collect our rewards, and our hero has reached level 2. So, the hero has received character points and talents that can be distributed on the hero screen. A new gnome of the hero's clan is also available. You can add him to the squad in the barracks. We've got OK Boomer. Deals 6 damage. If he deals critical hit, he gives 2 mana. Oh, that is very good. And we've got 3 characteristic points and 1 new talent point for Miko. We also get to add a gnome to our squad. So we have Herald, who draws 3 gnomes and applies Mark to a hero. Or the Rebel deals 5 damage and gives strength to the hero. We have to discard a random gnome. Or a Swordsman who just does 6 damage. I think let's go for the Swordsman. He's going to be a free use. He doesn't cost any mana, and that could be helpful. All right, we have to go to the hideout next. We're not going to need to buy any wieners, I don't believe. We have 45, which should be enough to get us to the final destination. We could heal, which seems like a good idea when we go into the boss. So let's do that first. And then if we go into train gnomes, it's back down to 25. Okay, good. I didn't know if that would go back down to 25 or if that would stay high. Let's upgrade our new swordsman. He's going to deal 9 damage then instead of 6. He's a free play because he doesn't cost any mana. So as every time he comes up, we're going to be using him. So if he's just doing extra damage, that sounds good to me. Can't afford another upgrade. Unfortunately, we only have 42 coins. It looks like we might be able to level up Miko. Let's click on this and see. Yeah, here's Miko the archer. Okay, so characteristics and talents. So in characteristics, we've got 3 points to put in here. So strength, endurance, toughness, dexterity, perception, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So let's see. Strength is total gnome damage. We could add some points to that. We've got endurance, which is hero HP. Toughness, which gives bonus armor to our gnomes. Dexterity is the hero dodge chance. Perception is hero crit chance. Intelligence, which is our hero mana, we could upgrade. That could be really good. Wisdom, bonus to healer gnomes. And charisma, summon gnomes. I think, can we up hero mana? That feels like that could be really good. Oh, do you have to put in, so how many points do you have to put in before it increases something? Okay, so we've only got 3 points. Now, if we put all 3 into here, for example, then our bonus to our healer goes up by +1. If I try to put all 3 into intelligence, it doesn't give our hero anything extra. It cost a mushroom to reset, so once we save this, we would have to spend one of those mushrooms, and we only currently have 1 shroom, to reset it. So I don't know if we're better to wait and see. I mean, we could do hero dodge chance. We could put that up to a bit, or the perception chance we could put up to +6. Or endurance, we could add 9 health to Miko. Ooh, that's really tricky. I think let's add 3 health. Let's add hero dodge chance and hero crit chance. Is that crazy if we spread them out like that? Or would it be better to wait and just like get 6 and then get another hero mana, which means you can play more cards? You know what? I think the hero mana is better. Let's save up. So let's save that. We're going to put them in there. We need 3 more of those characteristics. We just need to level up again. 3,000 experience points to level up again, but hopefully we can be able to get more hero mana that way. Now in talents, what do we have here? Looks like it has to go up. So we've got Hunter's Reflexes. When the hero loses his armor, he receives dodge. Or Poison Master, +1 to all poison debuffs that hero applies. Or Marksman, +1 damage to ranged attack gnomes. We've been doing lots of ranged attacks, so I'm going to learn that one. All right, let's head back to the map here. It's now time to head on to the boss. A difficult battle awaits you here, so come fully prepared. Recruit reliable gnomes, restore health, and train your squad. We've done as much as we can. 33 wieners to head there. I don't think I've ever said the word wieners so many times in my whole life. Oh, goodness. All right, we've got the tutor here. He's got high difficulty. Neither his mother nor his classmates nor colleagues ever loved him. Oh, bless him. He could never find his path in life until he saw a job ad for wardens in the Gnome Tomino GCC. 1 month later, he became the best employee in the life and soul of the team. He's got 2 stages here. Stage 1, when if he's above 50% health, he does 5 damage. Damage bonus +1 every 2 turns, applies strength to himself, adds the prisoner cursed gnome to the player's discarded pile. And in stage 2, when he's below 50% health, he's going to do damage. He's going to add the chained cursed gnome. None of these are ideal. Okay, let's just see how much. Oh, he has 100 health. That's a lot of health. So let's start off by, ideally, should we give ourselves 3 strength? We'd have to discard something. Let's give ourselves 3 strength. We're just gonna discard the mana lad this turn, which seems crazy. But we have enough mana to actually play the rest of these. This has a 50% crit chance, which it did crit, so that's 22 health down there. Let's play the slingshot and add some poison. And then Nombo here can, well, he doesn't have armor, so he's not going to give us that dodge. Got him down to 56 health though on the first turn, which feels pretty good. He's going to be doing 5 damage. We had no block, so nothing to do that. He's planning on giving himself block this time, so we don't actually need the armor. We're going to have to play the mana lad for sure. Now, do we want to do the swordsman for free? Oh, or do we strengthen armor? Or 9 damage twice? We did strength. It would apply to the swordsman. We already have some strength, but I guess it lasts extra turns then. No, let's play the swordsman and the machine gun. That gets him down to 28 health, which feels pretty good. He's going to give himself some armor now, though. So he's got 10 block. He's planning on doing some debuffing this time. Let's go with the mana lad first to give us full mana. Now we've got 3 again. Let's give us the spotter, which is going to give us some crits. We can play the slingshot, which is doing 18 damage and applying some more poison. And then let's give Speedy a chance here. Speedy is going to deal 8 damage. I also get to draw a card. If that would have been a mana card, we would have been... Actually, it wouldn't have mattered because we would have played the mana card, but then only been able to gain armor. So we would have been killing him this turn, but next turn, hopefully this was actually quite an easy little boss battle. The prisoner and chained are unplayable. So that is what his debuffs were. So we can't play some of our guys now. If I play the Aerosmith here, it's going to give us some strength. Can we just, confirm the prisoner there. We've got the strength. That's going to last for next turn. He's doing 9 damage, but he's down to just 1 health because of his poison. So we just need to hit him once here. Let's use the slingshot. And we've done it. We've defeated the tutor. We get to release, we release one of them or all of them? Freed gnomes can be added to the starting squad. They may also join the squad in missions as volunteers. I get to release all of them. Okay, so we've got Django. We've got the Bard, we've got the Shield Basher, and we've got the Fit-O Gnome. That was very fun. Chief, do you copy? The pursuers from the Gnome Tomino were defeated. Miko told me you fought like the Great Seven in the days of yore. You even took command of the squad while he was showering enemies with arrows. Roger that. We're moving out of Gnome Tomino. Chief, do you copy? Return to camp immediately. Rocco and his squad are missing. We lost contact with that crazy hero from the Street Fighters clan near the crossroads. Our mission to save the gnomes in the Great Gnome Forest from capture and enslavement is at stake. I repeat, come back to the camp. Right, roger that. We head back to the camp. All right, now in the future when we play, we can change out our squad, I believe. We've now got OK Boomer who deals 6 damage if he deals critical hit, then he gets 2 mana back as well, which actually feels quite good. So replace the Aerosmith with OK Boomer, which means we're not going to be able to discard a card to get 3 strength, but he deals 6 damage. If he deals a critical hit, he's going to give 2 mana. So kind of going off of the spotter card here. All right, we beat our very first mission in this game, and I really enjoyed that. As far as roguelike deck builders go, this one is really cute. I really like the story. I think the mechanics are quite good. If you've enjoyed it, let me know, and let me know if you want to see some more runs of Union of Gnomes, because I would definitely be keen to play some more of this either here on YouTube or over on Twitch perhaps. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.